Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now behind me is my Project Tiger 1050 Sport, which is back on the road, and I've been out on it quite a lot recently, just building up my confidence, getting some miles underneath my belt and just enjoying my first ever big sports tourer. And this company here, Carpuride, they hit me up, they said, Dan, we've got a product that we think you'll really enjoy and it will suit the Tiger perfectly as well. Now what it is it's an Apple CarPlay system, but it's for the motorcycle, so when I'm out on these long, lonely rides, I'll be able to listen to music, skip it, I can have a decent, reliable sat-nav, and also, if someone's phoning me, I can answer phone calls as well as make them, because it all connects through to your phone, which you'll be able to leave in your pocket, because it's all Bluetooth. And also, the best thing about it is waterproof. So, over here in the UK at the moment, where it's constantly raining, that is going to come in really handy. Because I shouldn't keep cable tying my mobile phone to the handlebars, because that is not a permanent option. This could be. So let's take it over to the bench, let's unbox it, see what's inside, get it installed on the motorbike. Apparently it's super easy to install, and then let's take it out in the real world and see what it's like. Let's open up the box and see what we have inside. So we have our 7-inch touchscreen display, and it actually has this quite a cool sort of sun visor on the top there, so hopefully that will keep the sunlight off of it. And let's see what else we've got in the box. So we've obviously got our wiring that goes onto our battery with a inline fuse as well, so that is good to have. So on your motorcycle, if you have a USB jack up by your handlebars, that will be quite handy, because you could just plug it straight in and you don't have to wire onto the battery, so that would probably save you a lot more time. We have a spare fuse, my favourite, another spanner to add to the collection, and then of course we've got our mount to connect it to our handlebars, or sort of wherever you kind of want to install it on your motorcycle. And then finally we have the manual in there as well, which is, I'm reading this upside down, but shows us how to hook it up to the battery, shows us the features on the home screen, how to sort of sync it all up, and how to use it basically. So yeah, so that will come in handy, and also shows you how to mount it onto your handlebars. So let's keep that to one side, let's go over to the bike and let's get this installed. So over on our bike, we've got our handlebar clamp there, so I'm probably going to mount it on the right hand side here. Normally this is where I'd put my GoPro 360, and this is the mount, and as you can see in here, it's got these nice sort of hard rubber inserts, so it's not going to damage the handlebar. So let me remove these nuts and then we can get it clamped on. And I'm actually not going to need the spacers that come with it. Oh, and then perfect, we can angle it over to the side so that'll actually go bang in the middle. So if I show you from my riding point of view, it doesn't actually block my display that much. If I was riding along, yes, I could lean forward that tiny bit, so then I can just sort of change my engine mode or check my mileage or fuel or anything like that. But from a riding position, I can still see from about 5,000 RPM, and I can still pretty much see my display. So that's actually bang on where it is. So let's work out how to wire it up. With the display now mounted on the handlebars, I think the best option for our wire is to follow our throttle cable, because we can keep it all cable tied nice and neatly in there, and then we can come underneath the tank at the side fairing here and then into our battery on the seats. There we go. So now I've just removed the upper fairing, I'll be able to install the wire in there, run it all the way down, cable tie it nicely to the loom. It literally just pops out at the bottom of the tank there and then up to the battery. It is literally as simple as that. And if you even have a UBC port, it's even easier. You don't have to take the side fairings off. So I'm just going to go ahead, get the wire now and put that in as well. And with the two wires that you do get in the kit, obviously most bikes are just going to have a USB port that you plug it in, and that's going to save you 10 minutes, because if you use the one I'm going to use, so I'm going to hook it onto the battery, but it doesn't come with any electrical fittings. So I do have these little terminals that we can just add to it. It's only going to add a couple of minutes, guys. It's not going to be the end of the world. So let's crimp these on. One for our earth as well. And then these ones are heat shrink as well. Now we can connect our wire up to the battery. And just like that, we've now got the wire connected and the wire running all nice and neatly up underneath the tank, cable tied to the loom, comes out here, and then cable tied, following up the throttle cable, and then plugged in. So we should be able to power it on with the button on the side here. And there we go. This looks quite cool. So now I've grabbed my phone, let's go to Bluetooth. And we've got two devices down there for Carpuride. I don't know which one it's supposed to be. Let's try the top one maybe. Pairing unsuccessful, let's try the bottom one. Oh, there we go. So it comes up there with the key on the display. Let's pair it. Allow contacts and favourites to sync. I suppose we might as well. Use CarPlay. So I think we are connected. Oh, look at this, look. So now we know it works, I'm going to just go ahead and put the fairing back on, the seat back on, and then get geared up, and then we can go out and give this a proper little test. So we are currently in the home screen for the Carpuride, and you've got your brightness there, so you can turn it up or down. Now I'm going to have it on the brightest, so hopefully you will be able to see it through the camera. And then to hook up my earphones, I'm using the Apple AirPros. I just click on the audio output, sync them up through there. My phone's already connected. I can now go to, no, not phone, sorry, I need to go into the iPlay. And then this is obviously my phone. I have my messages there. I could phone someone if I wanted to. Let's swipe over to the left, and then we've got our music, so I can just literally press the play on it. It also works with the gloves now. I've got a bit of extra room because I've got fat, small fingers, so it's hard to find a good pair of gloves that fit. So it still works though. And then we can go onto our map here. Let's do search. I'm going to quickly take my glove off because this is going to be so much faster to do it this way. So let's search a destination, and let's go Triumph in Dunmo. Now I know for a fact this is going to take us obviously the fastest route, which I don't want to do because that's going to take me down the A120. I kind of want to go on the nice back roads to Dunmo, so I'm just kind of going to ignore it for now and hope we'll find out how well it sort of re-navigates itself. But it's literally just like using your phone. It's actually quite decent. So we've got music going. We've got this. Let's actually go back one screen onto this one. Perfect. And then it's going to give us instructions up there as well. So let's get the bike going. And let's go for a spin. So I'm actually using a tinted visor as well, and I can actually still see really nicely out of it, so that is good. And obviously with the brightness you can adjust it. If it's a cold, horrible, dark day, you can have it nice and bright. If it's nice and sunny, you could turn the brightness down if you think it's kind of in your way there. What a lovely day to be out on the bike as well. So already the sat-nav's saying to go right, and I've just gone, nah, I'll go my own way, thanks. So let's just see if I wanted to skip this song, how easy it's to do while driving. Look at that, super easy. And I've now got music. Whereas I'd have my phone in my pocket before, not being able to use this product, I would have to like pull over and skip, or try shout, hey Siri, skip this song, and yeah, it would just become kind of awkward and annoying. So yeah, straight away this is actually off to a good start. This Tiger's so fun to ride, and actually still sat upright. I don't know how well you're going to see this on the camera, but I can still see my full display, and I can see right the way down to 3000 RPM where we're sat now. So in fact, actually this one's a 7-inch, which actually fits perfect on this bike. Now if you had a bit of a smaller bike and you kind of still wanted one, they do a 5-inch display. They do quite a different variants, and if you have a BMW as well, they have one that might just plug straight into like up the back of your dash, so it makes life a lot easier. So definitely check them out. I'll put the link on that in the description. So a couple miles in, music's still going, the maps are still there, nothing's cut out, not having any communication problems between my phone, the CarPlay, and the audio on my phone. So yeah, definitely enjoying this so far. I might just pull over quickly to put this bike in sport mode, because I've not quite done it yet. Right, let's put this puppy in sport mode. Will that change over to it now? Right, we're in sport mode. We all know what that means. That means the racing mode. And already can feel the power. No, just joking. Of course, we can only do 30 miles an hour, so there will be no finding out how fast this is in sport mode. And actually, I really like this box up top right, where it tells you in a mile I'm turning right at the roundabout. That's quite handy to know, because sometimes when I'm in a car or a van and I'm driving along and I never have the woman talking, I just find that so annoying. So it's quite handy to know, because quite often I get to a roundabout and I'm like, I never looked, what is my exit? I honestly don't really know what more to say about this. It's like, it's so simple to install. It was so simple to connect my phone, connect my headphones, and then just the fact that I have a map on, tells me where to go, and I can skip music as well. Like, what more do you need when you're on a motorcycle? And if someone was to phone me, I'm guessing I could just answer it. I'm not going to go messing around with that now, but yeah, it's just simple. It's so simple. Especially if you're daily commuting or something, this is perfect. You can listen to a bit of music. I mean, you're not going to really use a map if you know where you're going every day, but for the odd days where there's a bit of traffic, or, you know, nowadays a lot of these apps, they'll show you where the police are sitting and when there's speed cameras, so that is another handy thing to have. And there we are. Although the sat-nav wanted to take me the faster way, still nice and reliable. Changed, it was good. Let's go swap this in for a Rocket 3R, shall we? There we go. Yeah, how simple is that? So let's use our glove. We can do arrived, end road. We've got a bit of music still playing. I do feel like my earphones almost fell out of my ear though, so I might just see if I can push it back in again. Yeah, so simple to use. Let's change the music. This must just be what I kind of half listened to last time. Search. Let's do pop. UK hits, let's go with that. Let's do shuffle play. Nice and simple, bit of different music now. And then we can go back to our home screen. Yeah, I quite like this. I suppose if you wanted more of a full-on map, you can. And yeah, look, you can scroll across, see what would be up ahead. So a couple of sort of restaurants and cafes that way. Got Domino's Pizza, a gym. Let's avoid that. We'll go the opposite way. So then, yeah, you could just search. So simple to use. Really, really easy to use as well. And then you can go on to the Carpuride home, and you could turn the display off if you wanted. And then you can turn it back on again. Really nice, really simple. Let's go back into this, over to that. Let's just head back home again now. Oh, it is hot today as well. It's really muggy and humid out. Yesterday when I picked up the CBR 600RR, it was horrendous. It rained the whole way home. It made it so miserable. I don't even think I said one word, because I was actually, honestly, so fuming about it. And also the fact this is IP67 waterproof rated as well is really good, because at the moment is nice, but normally in the UK it is pissing it down. So if I was out and about, it'd be good to know that I've got something that is nice and waterproof. And that's the other thing with most mobile phones now costing £1,000. I know you can get the mounts and you can have your phone there, but water can get into them. Phones are waterproof to a point, whereas this is a lot cheaper than a mobile phone, and it's supposed to be fully waterproof as well. So
you know, you could sort of weigh up them two options. Oh, look at the weather today. Summer is finally here. It's probably only going to be here for another week. But actually, saying that, there's supposed to be a bit of a heat wave coming. Now, I don't really believe the weather because they told me yesterday was going to be nice and dry. And yeah, clearly lied to me about that. Actually, let's jump on the A120 here, which is a dual carriageway. Get it up to that national speed limits, and we can find out how well and sturdy our screen is. We have to be careful with the GoPro not to go too fast. 65 is, you know, perfect on a motorcycle. And yeah, just look, doing national speed limits. The screen does not move at all. It's really nice and secure still. Of course, I've got that big windscreen at the front there to protect it as well, which will be nice. It'll keep it nice and clean, so that's good. But 70 mile an hour as well on a motorcycle. Ah, come on, Richie, up it for the boys. Let's come off here because I'm bored of sitting and doing 70. No bends, no turns. Let's go underneath the bridge. We'll let me intrusive thoughts win with a stock exhaust. Nothing beats that. Let's go. Actually, right, let's change route here. And we've got a race. Come on, Mr. Deliveroo. Let's go for it. He's pinned, I'm pinned. It's neck and neck. Who's going to win? See ya. And just like that, our ride is pretty much over. So let's go do an overview of what I think of this product.
So I'm now in the garage sat on the Tiger, and I thought I'd give you a quick summary of the Carpuride W702, and honestly I think it is a fantastic product, and I think the most used word today was simple, and that sums the product up. From taking out the box, installing it on the bike, it took 20-25 minutes, job done. And then connecting the phone, I was a little bit skeptical because I'm not really the best with Bluetooth. I always seem to struggle to connect devices and it just can be a bit of a mess, whereas this connected so easy, my headphones connected so easy, and then just using the product, it's so simple. You can use it with your glove, just swipe, everything's there. So yeah, it really is good. I want to show you a couple more things. So you've even got your podcast and audiobooks, and then if you swipe over, I've got Google Maps, Spotify, Waze, and WhatsApp. So if you're on your way to work or you're out for a nice weekend ride, you've also got that, a podcast and audiobook. So that is a really cool feature as well. And also there is an SD card input at the back, so you can put an SD card in if you've got any sort of, again, music, podcasts, or audiobooks saved on them, so you can use that as well. And for that reason, that's why I think it's a good product. So it gets a big thumbs up from me. So guys, I'll leave the link in the description below, so head over to their webpage, check out all their products, and if there is something you fancy, use code DGM because that will give you a nice discount on what you're looking for. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.